Hello, so in this video I'm going to be explaining to you what blocks are, and I'm also going to be showing you how to create them and add them to your page and or post. So WordPress blocks are a variety of elements that you can add to your page. You can make a paragraph block where you can write text, image blocks where you can add an image, you can make video blocks where you can add a video, and the list goes on. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is give your new page a new title. So we're going to name ours WordPress Blocks, and right below that, our title, you can see that it says either start typing or we can add a new block. And if we were to just start typing, it would automatically make a new paragraph block. So let's try that now. We'll write hello world, and as you can see, it just created a new paragraph block for us. And right above that block, you can see it has different tools that we can use. We can center the text, move it all the way to the right, put it back to the left. If we highlight it, we could bold it, italicize it, or we can change it into a link. At the very end here, it gives us more options of what we can do with our text here. We can duplicate it. Let's go ahead and do that now. And as you can see, it was just duplicated. Let's add a 3 at the end of this. As you can see on the side here, we can actually move the block up or down. So if you actually choose this up arrow, you can see it moves the block up one, if I can get that to go away so you can see it. See, now block 3 or world 3 is on top now. And for some reason you don't like this block or whatever, what you do is you click on it, click on this icon here, go to the very bottom, and we can remove the block. To undo anything that you don't like or that you just did, just come up here and click the undo arrow. If you want to redo it, click the redo arrow. But for now, let's go all the way back to where we only have where it's just hello world is normal. There are multiple ways that you can add blocks to your page. The two most basic ways to add a block would be either to, one, hover over your block here and click on this add block button, or come up here and click this add block button. Now again, there are multiple ways which I will go over a little bit later on in the video. For now, let me click on add block button here. As you can see, it gives you a variety of different blocks you can choose from. For right here, it just says you can add another paragraph block, a heading, image, and the list goes on. And right here, you can see these are my most used blocks. And if I was to scroll down, it will come to the other categories here: common blocks, formatting, layout elements, widgets, and embeds. And if I was to click here on common blocks, it'll make a drop-down menu of the most common blocks that people use within, WordPress here. Most people use, paragraphs, headings, images, and so on. Come over down here to formatting. Again, you have different blocks you can add. Layout elements, buttons, columns, media, text, and so on. Widgets and embeds. I believe you get the gist of it. As you can see, there are a variety of blocks that you can choose from, and I invite you to explore and just get familiar with all the different blocks that WordPress has to offer. But for now, I'm just going to give you an example of how to add one. So again, click on add a new block, and you can choose which one you want. I'm just going to choose add a new image block. And as you can see, it just added a whole new image block, and we can have a little toolbar right here where we can push the image over to the left or center it or over to the right. And we have our other options here where we can duplicate it. And as you can see, we just created an image block, and it gives us the option to either upload a new image, go to our media library, or insert a URL. I just want to go to our media library. Let's click on this airplane here, select. And now we just created our own little image. And as you can see, we just added a new image here, and at the bottom we can actually write a caption. We'll put it's a plane. So again, there are a variety of blocks that you can choose from and play around with. And just to go ahead and show you all how to add another block without having to go up here if you don't want to, if you click on the block, you click on this icon here, and you see right here it says insert before. It will actually insert a block before this image, or if I wanted to insert it after, it will insert it after the image. So if I was to click this button, so as you guys just saw, it just added a whole new block here that I can choose to add. Let's make it into a list, and now I have another list block. So this is how you create and add blocks to your page.